So the call went out, it was a child in danger, and that is what all cops fear.
Miami-Dade County Police and Fire, what is the address of the emergency?
Yes, I have an emergency. Please, en la 127 y la 232.
Ok, dígame exactamente qué es lo que
Hello,
pasa.
que cayó alguien en un canal en un carro.
We heard the call go out. Said, all right, let's go see if they need help. And it wasn't until we heard Sergeant Webster get on and ask for additional units, and that's when we knew it was on, and we had to get there as quick as possible.
It was actually hard to see the car because the car was stuck under the bridge. So I heard people screaming, I saw people flagging down. When I get out of the car, I see where the car is at, and I immediately get on the radio and ask for more units to help, because where the car was and to access the people in the car was going to be very difficult. So I asked for more units to get there as quick as they could.
This one was different because as a father, when you hear a child's underwater in a vehicle and their parent can't get him out, first emotion that clicks in your head is go.
How do you use this? Where's the at? Get in there, go, get in there.
Ok, ¿ya salieron del carro?
No, no se ha podido salir. El carro me está hundiendo. Ay, señor.
Ya están llegando, manténgase conmigo en la línea, ¿ok?
Ay, el carro se hundió.
While driving, I did tell him, hey, listen, so most likely one of us is going in the water. No ifs, ands, buts about it. And we did decide that I was going to be the one to go in, so that I can, if I had to pass him any victims or anything like that he would be able to administer CPR.
When I got there, I realized that the car was fully submerged, and right then and there, I knew that I had to take action. And when they said your blood started to boil, I felt that.
Given the fact that we couldn't see through the water, somebody had to make the choice to get in, and I just acted. Wasn't even a thought.
Hey, Bobby! Is it a crossing?
We don't know. No, they have a cutter there.
I couldn't see through the water, so I had to come back up a couple of times and just basically use touch to figure out what was what inside the vehicle. Eventually I felt the baby seat, the car seat, and I pulled it as hard as I could because I couldn't figure out where the seatbelt was or anything of that nature. Luckily it broke off and the child was able to pop up to the top of the car. So I snatched him out and I handed him off as soon as I could.
Because of how he got in the car, it was very hard for Walton to get back out and bring the child to the embankment. I don't know the exact degree of the embankment under the bridge, but it's a steep embankment, like hard to walk on. So Officer Walton handed the child to Officer Reyes, who walked in closer to the embankment, where the child was handed off to Officer Montesino, who walked the child to the grass, where Officer Clairvaux began CPR.
And I was getting nervous because I know time was of essence. So I was really getting nervous.
It was great when Walton brought the child out, but it wasn't over yet.
You okay? Come on.
Was talking to the child, holding his head, telling him it's going to be fine, it's going to be okay, just trying to see if any water will come out, and trying to move his head.
Okay, baby. You okay? You okay? Come on. Yeah. Is it breathing or no? Yeah, he is. Come on. Where's Rex?
I felt great. But when the baby started crying, I started crying too, because it was the best cry I've ever heard in my life.
And that's when I knew that my guys did some great work after that. It was just, the team effort was just amazing. But it was severity, because to see a father helpless puts us as fathers in a bad situation.
The main thing is that God is good, and despite whatever else is going on in your life, you always have to make that time and make that opportunity to be able to assist.
I've had multiple calls that it doesn't end the way that we want it to, and my sergeant literally grabbed me and said, "You need to come over here now." And then he swung that door open and said, "You guys did that." And we saw the baby crying, we saw him screaming, and we realized, all right, that's what we were called to do. Right there, that's the reason why we do what we do.
I think I held the baby hand from the day we got in the back of the ambulance till we got there. Literally, like I wasn't gonna let go. It felt good knowing that, although it was a bad day for all of us involved, but it turned out to be a great day at the end.
It was sad to see, but it was a great ending.